Well, hey, what's up, Revive family? So excited just to talk to you guys real quick. I know right now on Monday, heading into your spring break, it's probably a very tough time because, man, during spring break, you do not have 8 hours of schoolwork to keep you busy and distracted from the boredom and the potential loneliness that is quarantine. So I just wanted to hop on here real quick and offer you guys a little bit of encouragement, man, just kind of piggybacking off of the message from yesterday. Man, all over the Bible, we are described as sheep. Yeah, that's right. Like a little white wool, the sheep. That is who we are. That is what the Bible describes us as. And don't hear me wrong. I'm not saying we are actually sheep. We are human beings. It's symbolic. It's a metaphor. Okay, so when I'm not real sheep. So the Bible says that we are sheep, that we are symbolic of sheep, and God, and He is our shepherd. And in this verse in Psalms 23, which I'm going to read in a minute, and one of the parts says that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. And this is the part that I want us to focus on. That the Lord is my shepherd, He makes me lie down in green pastures. And when that word says lie down, it doesn't physically just mean to lie down. It adds a little bit more weight to it. It means to slow down. It means to rest. It means to stop from the busyness of life and actually relax. And I know physically right now, our world has come to a screeching halt. Like we are quarantined to our own bedroom, to our own house. There is nothing we can do, but hear me, there's a difference between being lazy and being restful. Bro, you can literally lie down, like on your couch, and your mind is still going, scrolling, binging. Like there is so much that you can do even when you're lazy. But see, God calls us to a life of rest. And that's what this verse is saying, that God can actually bring us to a place of rest. That we can actually rest in who we are as sons and daughters of God. And in that moment, stop worrying and stressing about everything external and actually become the people God's called us to be by allowing Him to work in us. But there's one thing in this passage that Josh talked about yesterday that was absolutely incredible. He said that, man, for sheep, it is impossible for them to lay down if they don't have freedom in these 4 areas. And it's in these 4 areas that sheep need freedom, that you'll come to find that it's the same with every single one of us. That they need freedom from fear, freedom from friction, freedom from pests, and freedom from hunger. And you'll come to find, actually, when we look at these things, that, man, we are a whole lot more like sheep than we thought, which means we are a whole lot more in need of a shepherd to guide us and lead us into the best life, man, than we ever thought possible. Number 1, sheep need freedom from fear. Man, sheep are the most defenseless animals in the world. Like, let's be honest, bro. If you saw a sheep on the side of the road, chances are you ain't gonna get afraid. You're probably gonna walk over there and pet it because it's cute. Aw, there's a sheep. Bye. No, like they're not scary, bro. And in the wild, man, they are susceptible to attack. And that's why at any given moment, sheep, in order to lay down and rest, they have got to know that when they lay down, they are not going to be attacked. They've got to be free from fear. And the same with us right now in the world we live in, because of the things that are going on, fear is everywhere. Man, we're afraid of, man, are we going to be able to go see our friends again? Man, are we going to be able to graduate? Man, am I going to actually be able to play my senior year? Man, am I actually going to be able to get out of this house before my parents drive me crazy? There are so many fears happening. And in order for us to actually be able to rest, we've got to be free from the fear that is constantly plaguing us. Number 2, man, sheep, they need freedom from friction. Now, if you were in school, you learned that friction is like the heat. That kind of friction, you know what I'm talking about? But I ain't talking about that kind of friction. What this actually means, that friction that they need freedom from, it's the tension and the rivalry and the drama amongst their own pack. Because with sheep, what they'll do when they're going to find different grazing spots or places to eat, there's only a few places for all of them. So the bigger and the badder sheep in the pack, so to speak, they will literally begin to butt out the smaller, weaker sheep so that they can have the best grazing spots, the best place to eat, the best place to sleep. And there's drama and there's constant jealousy amongst the pack. And see, think of it when you go to a hotel room with a bunch of your friends. Like when you walk up in there, you're not like, oh, let me go find a bedroom real quick. Let me so I can sleep. No, it's like an all-out war to go see who gets the best bed. Like, I want the king-size bed with a flat-screen TV that has Netflix on it. That's my room. And so I'm going to fight tooth and nail to make sure I get the best place to sleep. I see it's the same thing with sheep. But understand, man, they cannot rest if there's constant rivalry, constant tension, constant friction going on. And right now in the age of social media, there is so much comparison with people who are our own age. There's so much drama going on that, man, we cannot rest in who we are because we're constantly focused on who they are. Man, we're so focused on trying to do the things that other people are doing that we can't even rest in the things that God has called us to do. If we want to rest and actually become the best version of ourselves, we have got to be free from the tension and the comparison and just be content with who God's called us to be. And number 3, sheep, they need freedom from pests. And when I say that, at any given moment, man, sheep, they're walking on all fours, bro. They can't really swat their head when flies and mosquitoes are coming. So literally what sheep will do in an attempt to get the mosquitoes and the flies and all these little pests and parasites off their face, they will frantically start stomping their feet, and they will literally, bro, stamp their head against the ground until there's no more pests. I want you to go ahead and envision that. The sheep banging its head against the ground. It's not a pleasant sight. And see, it's the same with us. Every single day, man, when we are alone, quarantined in our bedroom, there are thoughts, there are insecurities, there are anxieties, worries that are just like pests inside of a sheep's head, and there's nothing we can do to get it away. We can't just shoo it away. And see, you will go crazy within the confines of your own mind if you do not find freedom from the constant thoughts and worries and anxieties and cares of this world. So in order for us to rest, we've got to find freedom in that area. But number 4, freedom from hunger. See, sheep, a greatest need for a sheep is to be able to eat. And see, for us right now in our world, we have many needs. Man, we need to know that, man, this thing is going to end. We need to know that, man, we're going to be safe. We need to know that, man, life is going to continue beyond this. But I think at the end of the day, our greatest need is just knowing that, man, we're going to be taken care of. And as a shepherd, it is his job, it is God's job for our life to protect us, to take care of us. And so for us, man, during this week, man, I challenge you guys to seek the good shepherd. Josh said yesterday that protection from the enemy comes from knowing God as your good shepherd. I'm telling you, regardless of what you're facing right now, whether it's the fear of what's going on in the world, whether it's drama or comparison amongst people in your own friend group, whether it's constant thoughts of worry, anxiety, man, suicidal thoughts, whatever it is that is plaguing your mind at night, or if it's just, man, is my life going to continue? Whatever you're dealing with, trust me, there is freedom for you. Guys, whatever you're going through, be encouraged because God is our good shepherd. But trust me, guys, whatever you're going through, man, I encourage you guys to rest. Stop worrying about what's going on in the outside world for a moment and simply be, and understand that protection from the thief, the protection from everything going on is simply knowing that Jesus is your good shepherd. Man, we love you guys. We are here for you. If you guys need anything, you guys want prayer for any reason, man, DM us, let us know, contact us, and make sure to tune in this Wednesday for Cruise on Zoom. And we love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.